You are listening to the No Invite Podcast.
Season 3.
The progression.
Follow us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast or look us up on YouTube at No Invite Podcast.
The best kept secret.
Bang, y'all know what it is. No Invite Podcast, episode 83, season 3. The progression on Blaze. Solo dolo once again. You know how I go. I have to keep the shit going. I gotta run with the torch. You know what I'm saying? I gotta run with the torch. But you know what it is? I'm pretty sure at this point now, Ann and what's it called? Patty are members of the Avengers, and they're off not solving crime, but they're like, saving the universe from calamity and whatnot. So don't be too shocked if you don't see them here and there. Is it funky? No, we are great. That's the family. Like, we're always going to be good, but they're off saving the world. We're going to tell them what you need your podcast. We're not going to save these people from alien races and, you know what I mean? Thanos and whatnot. Like, come on now. We can't do that. But either way, I'm here for you, and I've been told a few times by a few people, a few ladies, that I'm more than enough. You dig what I'm saying? So with that being said, we want to kick it off. My week has been okay. I've been moving and shaking, trying to do all kinds of things. Been dibbling and dabbling in my writing and different, different types of multimedia development. So I actually got to debut my first official speaking role gig. And let's just say I killed it, for lack of a better word. But it was pretty dope, man. It was pretty dope. We did this thing for one of our folks that has a film school project. He's going and he's studying the art of filmmaking. You feel me? Me as an aspiring person, that's goals as fuck. Because one day I plan to take up some film school as well. So I did my acting debut, and just like any other role that I've taken before, I die at the end. You feel me? It ain't no surprise. I seen it coming. I don't know about anybody else, but something told me at the end of this filming that it wasn't going to end well. But I am a good sport. I am all about moving and expanding and opening my mind to other things. So I figure shit. I've lied to the police. I've lied to judges. I've lied to baby mama all my life, you dig? So I think I got this acting thing in the bag, and I'm not saying I'm proud of who I was or whatever. I'm proud of who I am now. But we're all good at certain things. You dig what I'm saying? The brand is definitely real right now. You see me repping and rocking that RiBirth clothing co. I got that ski mask, beanie cap. I also got that limited zip up, what's it called? Zip up sweater. And it is still almost spring around here. We don't know we don't know when it's hot, because when it get hot one day, it's never gonna stop being hot after that. That's when you pretty much know summer's here. We don't really wait around until some date on the calendar tells us the minute it gets too fucking hot to drive around with your windows up and not have some AC, then you know it's officially here. And just remember, y'all, for anybody visiting the East Bay, the deep East Bay, by the way, out here in the 925, we are Bay Area, but we don't have the Bay Area weather like that. You dig? Out here, it gets hot. Now, does it get hot as the Valley? No, the Valley's on some other shit. The Valley's on some fucking Sahara Desert shit, but it does get fucking hot. And then for your average everyday Oaklander and San Franciscan to come out here, they're going to be like, damn, y'all living in hell right now. So shout out to us, for once again proving that we are very resilient, and under any type of weather and circumstances, we will always prevail. Big shout out to my folks over at Cali Dope Smoke for getting me right. You know what I mean? I made sure I got to shout them out one time. I got a little bit of that biscotti in my joint. You feel me? So allow me to, indulge in that later on. But, us at the No Invite, we're always going to support, all kinds of businesses and all kinds of businessmen, and respect the fact that they are doing something positive out here for the community. And it starts with healing, you dig? And what better way to heal than to smoke a motherfucking spliff with somebody and talk about it? You dig? Have a conversation, man. Find out why it is that you don't like me. I mean, look, yo, I didn't even get through my whole week yet. Y'all got to see exactly what I'm on, man. Like that's just my acting shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to act like Hollywood or nothing because it ain't obviously I ain't getting paid for it yet, but I'm very proud of what I do. Even if I've only out like a few lines and then I get smoked, you dig? They were smoking that Blaze Pack, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. We're gonna keep it moving. My week has been great, man. I ain't gonna lie, it started off shitty, for lack of a better word. Caught this little stomach virus bug type thing, and it really knocked me on my motherfucking ass, for lack of a better word. I have never thrown up. Well, I'm not gonna say I've never thrown. Obviously, I've thrown up. I haven't thrown up for any other reason than alcohol, and I don't know how I could remember. And this shit, I thought it was food poisoning, but I'm starting to think it might be like a bug going around. I don't know. But it started off as food poisoning, ended up as throwing up, and then we drizzle a little diarrhea at the end of it. You know what I mean? Your boy was fucked up. Okay, I could admit it. You know, this is human shit that happens, and it could happen to you. So let that be a warning to you. You know what I mean? Don't go shaking strange hands or eating strange bungholes from people. You dig what I'm saying? Because then you pass that to somebody that passes it to somebody that passes it to me. Because I don't do none of that shit. But anyways, you know, the world's a crazy place, man. You know, I'm a parent, as a lot of y'all are. Some of y'all might not know that you are, and you need to get that fixed. Take care of your kids. But I was on Say Cheese because, you know, to me that's my news. Say Cheese, Grind Face, Food's Gone Wild, Food Community. You know, this is where I watch the news. You know, the phone is the TV now. That's cable. It ain't no more. Oh, it's we watching at TV at home. We do, but not like that. We spend more time. I know you got that thing on your iPhone that tells you how many hours a week and what's your average that you be on there on your phone. So let's not act like you don't be on your phone like it's a job 8 hours a day and shit. Some of y'all. Now, man, I've never gotten that close, but I do be on my phone a lot, and it tells me, it reminds me. So I'm scrolling down Say Cheese, and as a parent, you know, when you read headlines like this, you're just like, man, just certain things that you would never do. Well, I don't know, because this is some new shit. I ain't never heard of this before. This is like some fucking new, this some 2022 shit. But what's it called? Michigan mom called cops on her son because he was having in possession of a large amount of cash and was acting funny. So why would you call the cops on your son? First of all, that's what I'm saying. Okay, but we'll get that out the way. Cops end up pulling up on him and finding out that he was a kid that, I guess, or somebody that allegedly robbed a bank. Flabbergasted. Like, who the fuck? Like, I don't know. I can't. Just from the outside looking in, I could judge the whole shit because that's what the fuck people do, whether you like it. And I'm not judging, more like give my opinion on it. But it's like there's a lot of things that in life that are old school that I still believe in. And one of them is calling the police on your relative. Now, if you're like a civilian and your relative's trying to hurt you and harm you, I get all that. But if he's acting weird and he got bread, yeah, that means, you know what that means? He just means he's feeling himself. That don't mean he's trying to hurt you or nobody, or, you know what I mean? And getting locked up at a young age like that really fucks you up. It really fucks you up because it could go a lot of different ways. We're not saying that he's not going to get his life together or whatever the case might be, but it could be the deciding factor which pushes him into a life of crime, or maybe to change his life. I feel like you could probably get that same effect without him having to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, you know. I mean, what do I know? You know, I'm just a motherfucking felon that ex-felon that fucking been getting locked up since he was like 16. But nonetheless, I seen it. I'm just like, yo, man, you see those scroll moments and you see these things and you be like, hell no, I would never, you know what I mean? This is one of those moments, you know. I don't give a fuck what it is. If you try to hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you back. You know, if you know, other than that, there's, you know what I mean, there's no reason for none of that. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I mean, at that point, you know. But Ain't no calling the cops at no point whatsoever. So I don't know. The world's crazy. The shit is wild, y'all. But it is what it is. This is the Knowing Vibe Podcast. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the here and now. I'm Blaze. You know what it is. All right, so we're back. Knowing Vibe Podcast, episode 83. You know, this is season 3, the progression. We're moving around and grooving around, doing what the fuck we do. We at that part of the podcast where we do the here and now. And we talk about little current events and give our little spin and our twist on them. Obviously, we don't know all the truth unless you're directly involved or you've been there and you've done that and you know these people. So this is just perspective. You know what I'm saying? We reserve the right over here to change our mind and our perspective on shit depending on how things play out. But at the surface, you know, our knee-jerk reaction might be a little different just because shit's a little different nowadays in the world. You dig? So let me make sure that I'm appropriately tuned up so that I could take you there. You know, I could take you on this little trip to you know what I mean, to my side, to my mind. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if you guys been noticing or watching, but I guess Gilly the King got his, I don't know if you know who Gilly the King is, but if you don't, you should know. $1 Million Worth of Game, great podcast. On top of that, he's a rapper. Didn't really listen to a lot of his music back in the days, but I do fuck with the podcast and I fuck with his movement. This shit's dope. Somebody else that's built a platform up for himself. But Gilly the King made a comment. He posted a video on his Instagram talking about Wiz Khalifa because Wiz Khalifa, you know, he's heavy on his routine, his workout shit right now. You know what I mean? You could always tell those people when they first fall in love with working out because it's all about the workout, everything. Look at my fucking shake I made in the morning. Look at my jump rope. Bro, check out my quads, bro. Do they rip, bro? Are they shredded? Like, you could tell, like, because they're over happy. Look. Just because I'm talking shit, that doesn't mean that it's not cool. Like, if you like something, you like it. That's just shit. Don't get me wrong, but everybody knows somebody that's a little bit overboard with it. Like, if I did weed like they did fucking the exercising shit as far as posting, I'd probably get my fucking Instagram banned. But anyway, speaking of ban, I guess he got his shit banned because he made a video sending it out to Wiz Khalifa because he's like, bro, I can't do it. I follow you, but every time I'm down my timeline, it's you in your drawers, exercising, doing squats and all kinds of weird, you know, shit. It's just like uncomfortable shit. It's like this, man. I don't give a fuck how fit you are. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean, that you could squat 800 pounds or whatever the fuck it is. That's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating either, but nobody want to see you in your drawers on the timeline all the time. So he told him that basically I had to unfollow you because that's all I see every time I'm on you in the gym, in your drawers, walking around barefoot. It's like, come on, man. You know, nobody wants to see that. I get that. Like maybe other people want to see that, but he didn't want to see that. And that's kind of a good point. So anyways, Wiz Khalifa responds, tells him that he's, you know, whatever. I guess some behind the scenes shit happened. And the next thing you know, Gilly woke up and his account was deactivated. And, you know, Instagram is very picky. If you got people, and I've been saying it at there before, if you got people that work for Instagram or that you know that work for Instagram, it ain't hard for you to get out there and get people's shit pulled. If they're your folks or if they just like, yo, I got it for this much. If you want this to happen, you got to pay me this much. What's a few $1,000s amongst millionaires, right? So his shit got turned off. So he got mad. He goes, bro, y'all really have my shit turned off because I told you to put some drawers on? And it just was like, first of all, I relate totally with what was going on because I had to unfollow a couple people, bro, because they were doing shit like that. And it's like, look, bro, I get it. You're proud of your body. You worked out. You work hard for your shit, all that. But, bro, nobody wants to see you in your drawers talking about, look at my legs, bro. Look at my thing. Putting your, like, come on, man. Like, all down the timeline. And it's like, yo, bro, you look mad thirsty is what you look like. Like, you want, like, it's not even about the workout. You dig what I'm saying? So I had to unfollow him. It's not that I have personal beef with him. It's not that I don't like him. We're cool, you know, as far as I know. But I don't want to see that shit every day. Like, that's the reason why we do social media and we follow who we want to follow. It ain't no different than a motherfucker that's always negative or a motherfucker that's always showing all their personal business and, you know, like, and doing foul shit on Instagram. You don't want to see that shit. I unfollow people for a lot of different reasons. It doesn't mean that I have something against you. It just means that whatever you're doing or whatever you're about, I don't want to see it. And that's it. It's not, this Instagram shit, people got to remember, this social media shit, it ain't never personal. If you take it personal, that means you're kind of like insecure about it, because how are you going to sit there and put things out for basically display and potential criticism and get and be sensitive enough to where that, oh man, nah, man, fuck this shit. Or it's just going to bound to happen. See, now, it's a little deeper than that, because now he's saying that he had the people at Instagram take it down, that he knew people there. So that's a little bit of hating right there. Like this bullying shit gotta stop. People gotta understand what's really bullying and what's not bullying. You know what I mean? And what's people having an opinion. You know, I be getting killed in these Instagram comments sometimes, just because I post an opinion about something that people ask opinions for, like, you know, posted in the comments. Motherfuckers come in there and it's always the weirdo with no picture, no followers, no posts. They got the most intelligent, informative shit to say, and they you can't tell them nothing. They're always right. I'm like, look, bro, it's an opinion, and I reserve the right to change my opinion at any time that I feel like it. But these motherfuckers come in here and get personal, and that's hella funny, because that kind of relates to the main topic later on. But yeah, it's always the no name, no face. They call them net bangers. They call them all kinds of different, there's all kinds of names for them. Different people call them different things from different eras. You know what I mean? From my era, there were screen soldiers, or they were selling wolf tickets. You feel me? And now that, you know, they're clout chasers, and there's different types. They go by different names, but they're all the same demon. You dig what I'm saying? So it's just the one where it's like, you got to stop taking this social media thing so personal. You know, I know that's hard to do, because the same people that be like, take this shit real personal, also be like, don't judge me, I'm not what I post, and this and that and other. It's like, look, man, unfortunately, whether that's what you believe or not, if you post it, you're giving off a perception of people to think that that's what you like, that's what you're into, or that's something that you believe in or find funny, which could fit into all those other things possibly. So I don't know, man. This new era shit, this new booty ass shit is kind of wild. It's kind of wild to hear that. I'm not sure. I'm not saying it's true. This is all alleged, because I don't fucking know. Like I said, it's just my spin. If Wiz did have something to taking that dude's account down, an account where he makes money off, that he makes a living off, where he gets his bread. There's nothing that he said. He didn't even say anything out of pocket when he made the video explaining why he unfollowed Wiz Khalifa, because that's what it was basically about. So it's just some overly sensitive ass shit. I'm tired of these sensitive ass motherfuckers. Like, if you understand, and you're gonna hear about it later, if you knew what I was going through inside my fucking DMs, you wouldn't fucking say that shit. You would understand that this shit is fucking real out here, because they really be hating for no reason. They be acting like I'm $1 million player, even though I am. I just, you know what I'm saying, my bank account don't reflect that yet. Until I get those M's in there and you see me really level up on a whole nother, you know, basis. You see me turn into to Professor Hulk, then you'll know for real that what I'm on. Until then, if you see me trying to live my life, let me live my life. You dig what I'm saying? Daughter of cartel leader El Mencho is out of prison thanks to Trump, thanks to a law that President Trump signed when he was president, I guess, or whatever. I ain't my president, but you know what I mean. Don't say that around people too, by the way. If you say it around a hardcore Trump supporter and you say not my president, they fucking foam at the mouth, bro. Another example of people taking shit too personal and acting like they're ready to die for some shit that they know wouldn't die for them. But anyways, I digress. Shout out to I'm not gonna lie, man. Shout out to the daughter. Hopefully she's supposed to do like 20 something years or some shit like that, but she's getting out early. I can't knock the hustle. You got to get it how you live. Donald Trump's really trying to work his way into y'all good side. You feel me? Who's he going to free next? We should have a lottery, you know, for all we know. Who's next to get out that we want? He's going to give you what you want because he's going to want you to give him what he wants come election time. And what I want to know, you know, and I'll probably get mad. People pissed off at me at this too. Like, who's going to vote for him this year? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of lost faith in the whole fucking voting system and everything else. So I don't really see myself voting for anybody again. And I already know, oh, if you don't vote, you can't say nothing. No, I can't. Actually, I can't because I still live here regardless. So, you know what I mean? Even if I don't vote, I still am entitled to my opinion. I am entitled, you know, as a free man in this so-called free land to not want to take part in that part of the you know, electoral process, or that part of government or of our democracy. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that tells me otherwise, you're a tyrant and you're trying to live my life for me, and I don't feel that. I'm not feeling that whatsoever. So anyway, shout out. I mean, I just brought that up because, you know, it's score one. Like I said, stay woke. Don't just, you know, it's good that she's free and she's on her way home and shit. But let's stay woke. Let's stay just a little woke. Don't let that be the reason that you go to the polls and make a mistake that 4 years later you're gonna regret. Don't think I forgot all my Trump friends that y'all been really quiet lately, you know, and I'm sure you're about to kick up dust if your president gets elected again. But don't act like I don't know, like nobody remembers you was over there with the MAGA hat going extra hard talking about build the wall, okay? And now all of a sudden you're just a little different. So let's not act like we weren't like that. Let's admit to what we were and who we are, and allow us to move on. But, you know, also, I say it all the time on the podcast. I don't know what else to say or how to explain it to y'all. And it's really real. It's no realer than this. And there's real examples every day. But in the Bronx, 20 alleged gang members are busted with all evidence that was used from drill videos. So I'm assuming that they were in some kind of group, or they had somebody in their presence that was making music, and, you know, all of them, I'm assuming, were doing too much in these videos with all kinds of, I'm assuming, firearms. You know, this is all allegedly, and other shit that wasn't supposed to be in the videos. But, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, like I feel like the odd man. This is what makes me feel old. It ain't my age that makes me feel old. It'd be this new booty shit that I just don't understand. Same thing like calling the cops on your kid. It's like y'all giving the police everything you need for them to lock you up. It ain't even hard no more. They probably so tired. They could probably have so many people locked up that they're just like, you know, we're just gonna wait for the right time or the right people. We're gonna wait on these guys. You know what I mean? Because you're giving it all away. Every time you post a gun that's illegal, that you don't legally own, every time that you show shit that you know you're not supposed to have or be doing, or every time you talk about stuff in lyrics that really has happened and you're giving clues to all your crimes on your fucking music, that don't make you hard, bro. It don't make you smart. That's for sure. But it don't make you tough. I'm not here to tell anybody what they should rap about, but you should probably not be saying things that actually happened. You understand what I'm saying? Part of the reason why rap was so cool, because people would rap and say things in indirect ways, as far as like alluding to things to where it could mean anything. It was the poetry in it that protected them, you know? So they wouldn't, if they were alluding to maybe not their crimes, but crimes they've seen happen and growing up or whatever, it wasn't never nothing enough for someone to be like, oh, it was this. But it's like people be openly dissing their ops on tape, and like the police don't know how to work YouTube, and they don't know what you saying means, when you know all it takes is a rat to fucking tell them the whole lingo and they know exactly what you're talking about. Nonetheless, 20 people going to prison for who knows how long, allegedly, Hopefully they don't, but who knows? It's going to be one of those cases that it's definitely going to be different because they used a lot of visual evidence, I guess. I don't know. So hopefully they got good representation. And that should be a cautionary tale to every one of y'all out there thinking about being the next great drill rapper. Maybe swap out some of those guns for a little bit more creativity in your visuals, and people won't care. I mean, people really don't care. You think people care that they really don't. I mean, they accept it because the music's nice, you know what I mean? So they like, okay, gun toting, crazy, they wild. I've seen really dope videos from really hard artists that didn't have one gun in them. And because the music is dope and the concept for the video dope. So don't give that, like I said, don't be out here giving them reasons to lock your ass up. The name of the game is longevity. And if you're at even to a point in your platform where you generate that much attention, why would you want to get locked up at that time? Out of all the times, like, okay, if you're on the come up and you get locked up, I get it. You didn't really lose much. You lost a lot of time and probably opportunities, though. Don't get me wrong. That's a lot. But when you're already on, you know how hard it is to get back on. Some people never, and it depends on what you get locked up for. Sometimes you never come back home for this shit. So it's sad, man. You know what I mean? You definitely don't want to see people getting locked up for shit like that, but sometimes you do it to yourself. You feel me? Knowing by podcast, that was the here and now, just a little perspective. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I know anything. So when you want to slander me in the comments, go ahead. I never said I was Albert fucking Einstein of the streets. All I said was that I know a little bit of something about a little bit of something. And what I don't know, I don't care because I don't fear it like y'all do. And because they people fear the unknown, you dig? But that's not me. You can't have fear in the unknown, because right out there in the unknown is where your next level up is. You know what I mean? In order for you to level up, you have to venture into the unknown. If you're afraid to do that, then you are afraid to move forward in your journey. Some people call where you're at the comfort zone. Some people are in process where I'm just making it here, but I'm just stopping. I'm just resting, y'all. I'm passing through. I'm on my way to something else. And some people are at their destination already and they're happy where they're at. You know what I mean? You got to figure out in life where that is for you. What is your ambition? And maybe your ambition is to work a 9-to-5, chill, relax, take care of your family. That's love. That's proper. Maybe your ambition is for something else, something more. Maybe your ambition is to be the motherfucking meanest motherfucking Mac up and down the West Coast, popping the most, smacking holes, all that shit. Well, then more power to you. You know what I mean? I salute, you know what I mean? But either way, you gotta definitely try to grow and level up, get outside that comfort zone. Basically, we're gonna jump into the main topic though while we at it. And basically what the main topic is that what do y'all do? I wanted to ask a question for y'all, because this leads me to what I was alluding to earlier as in the podcast about people, taking shit personal, like real personal. Like this is real personal, you dig? Like I don't know what this dude's problem is, or if it's the dude at all, but it's the dude behind the dude that's behind the account of another dude. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so what I wanted to ask y'all is, what do you guys do when you have haters? Like, what is your, and there's different types of haters. Just the haters that it's Mando on site, you're gonna put hands on them. Maybe it's the hater at work that goes around and tells the supervisor on you that you're on your phone, or whatever the case might be. Or maybe it's the hater neighbor that's always looking and watching every person that comes and goes from your house and judging, like, man, you don't know what my company is doing. You don't know what we got going on. Why we gotta be, why you gotta look at us, cockeyed and crazy. But haters come in all forms, and we have to deal with them in all different ways and shapes and forms. You dig what I'm saying? You can't deal with everyone that said your old lady neighbor hating and a motherfucker that got his name in your mouth and is slandering you in the streets. You can't deal with both of them the same way, because one of them got to get punched, and you can't punch both of them. And unless you're a fucking dirt McGirt skirt bag, and you want to punch them both, then easily what you can and can't do, or what you should and shouldn't do, more better said. But that's like, how do you handle your haters? And this topic comes from a personal experience I've been having as of lately for like the past, maybe I'd say like 10 days. maybe almost 2 weeks. We're getting there. I've had this, and I've had this happen before, and rightfully so, because I choose to be on Front Street. I guess I do the podcast, I make music, even though I would much prefer to be, in the back fade, like my folks back there. I'd rather be in the back fade, chilling and doing what I do, but it doesn't work that way. Sometimes in order to get to that place that you're trying to go to, what we say, you got to push the limits. You got to get outside your comfort zone. This was never meant for me. I already told y'all, I'll say it again plenty of times on the mic. The No Vibe podcast was essentially for me to produce and for me to find the right people to put in front of the mic and let them run with it. Unfortunately, when you're an upstart and you're doing all kinds of things, sometimes people don't see your vision. You kind of set the example, and you can't blame people sometimes for what they don't see. You have to be the example. You got to set it out and walk it out and show them that it's possible, because a lot of times that's all somebody needs, is to see somebody like them do something for them to realize that it's very much possible and you can fucking do it too, whatever it might be. That's why representation in different places matters, right? So this has happened to me before. Back to the subject. This shit's happened to me a few times before, where a motherfucker will start slandering me first in my comments. And I know this motherfucker slandered me in my comments. And I'm like, okay, I could dig it. It's going to happen. Keep scrolling. Then he come back and does it again. I'm like, all right, I could dig it. It is what it is. Just, like the comment, because that pisses people off, and I love to piss people off. So when someone slanders me, I like their comment, by the way. Anyways, so then next thing you know, it moves from my comments to my DMs. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right, shit, bet. I'm like, okay, you want to talk shit? I love talking shit. We could talk shit all day. You know what I mean? Because obviously, if you really had a problem with me, you'd be trying to come see me where I'm at, or just, whatever the case is. I don't understand this new internet shit. I don't know how people act or function, or what they think that, fight me, fool. Like I said, for these motherfucking net bangers and screen soldiers and shit. But nonetheless, he get in there, starts talking crazy, starts disrespecting me, calling me out my name, obviously, all the shit that little motherfucking weirdo motherfuckers do, right? And then they started making up a fake story, like, yeah, I know you from this and this and that and that. And then it was just, I'm talking shit because I'm laughing. So I'm responding like, oh yeah, you know me, making fun of the whole situation, because I'm really having a good time. Don't get me wrong, this shit's fun. Now, I don't think I could handle something doing that every day. So it's just every now and then when I got a little bit of time. You feel me? You want to talk shit to me in my DM, go ahead, take your shot, because I'm the motherfucking king of that. So I'm the king of talking shit all day. So, boom, 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 back and forth for a little bit. Like, all right, I'm busy. I got shit to do. This is BNAs, you know what I mean? And for y'all that don't know what that is, Google it, these broke motherfucker activities. But so I'm like, whatever. And it cools off for a while. I ain't hear from him. Then come the weekend again, and I start thinking about it. It's like, damn, I think it was around last weekend that I was getting harassed. Here it comes again. Back and forth. I didn't back and forth too much this time. He did once. Twice. He's hit me like 3-4 times, and this is the weird part. He wanted me to repost our conversation, so it's pretty safe to assume that he's a weirdo fucking stalker, and he wants fucking all the attention that he could get. You know what I'm saying? He wants that clout, whatever that is that people are getting killed for nowadays. It used to be crack cocaine and dope, but apparently now people are getting killed for clout. So he starts to talk crazy. I'm like, you know what? It's 2022. I came to the realization. I'm like, bro, it's 2022. If a motherfucker want to get in my DMs on Instagram and talk shit to me, I'm going to call you on Instagram. You might as well say it to my face. You're not going to say it. Obviously, when you see me, and if you're really with that shit, you probably wouldn't even be on this motherfucker talking crazy to me. But if you're going to talk crazy to me and say all these weirdo shits, I'm not going to block you. I'm going to call you. Pick up your fucking phone. And of course, didn't pick up his phone, because obviously, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who the fuck it was. Some weird shit. And it's just haters. You know what I mean? I at the end of the day, that's all I could really chalk it up to. So what I do with haters, it depends. It depends what you're hating on. How I deal with haters, it depends. If you want attention, I'm gonna talk shit to you. I'm gonna give you a little bit of attention, but I'm not gonna give you the attention you want. You ain't never gonna, if you a hater, you a sucker, you on some weirdo shit, you're never gonna get what you want from me. That's what you're not gonna get. So if you're looking to make me mad, you're not gonna get that. If you're looking to fucking play with my pockets, you're not gonna get that. And if you're looking to like come see something to do for me, you better work hard because you're not gonna get that. You know what I mean? And it's not just that I'm feeling myself or I'm being cocky. It's just one of those things is that I'm a regular person like everybody else. I'm observing. I see how people move and roll around, and I don't fuck with nobody, you know, for a specific reason. So I'm pretty sure that either this person doesn't know me or they know me. They don't know me, you know, they know of me. You know, this, for all I know, this could be a motherfucking random person or whatever, but there's all kinds of haters, bro. There's people that that try to talk you out of shit. You know, there's people that fucking, I know that unintentionally throw little roadblocks your way. You know, this motherfucker, it's all kinds of haters. You know, like I said, it all depends on how you deal with them. You know, there's some motherfuckers that got the bag to be hating. You know, it's like, what are you pressed off, bro? Like you're winning, but they still be hating, you know? And it's because it's a lot of times when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and this goes for anybody, whether you're high up to get in the bag or if you're just a happy person, individual, there's always going to be something or some kind of energy that's counter that. It's just, you know, natural, I guess you could say it's law or whatever. And that negative energy is always going to try you. It's going to manifest in weird places. You're going to be like, damn, bro, I thought you was a player, man. This how you really move? You know, or damn girl, like, you know, why you know, we was cool. Why you hating on me now? Like, you know, what was going on? Like, there's all kinds of reasons why people hate, obviously, but it's just, to me, it's kind of mind boggling. And it's like, it's really just low level thinking. It's like you, especially if you hating on somebody that got less than you. If you hate on somebody that got less than you, God bless you. I hope whatever you're going through in life, it changes you for the better, and you could be a happy person, because I know people that get hated on that ain't got nothing, but they happy. Been with their girl forever. You know, and I don't mean nothing like, I just mean like hella material shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or live a baller lifestyle, or something that you would think people would hate on if they was going to do some hating. You know what I mean? But people hate on people that got less than them, bro. And it's sad, really, because it's like, yo, something wrong with you. Because a lot of times people are trying to get to certain levels, you know what I mean, to make their life better. And some people are there, whether they've been there their whole life or they got there and they still hating. And then you got motherfuckers like this, which is the lowest of the low level. I'm not going to argue with nobody in social media in general, but especially a motherfucker with no profile picture, no posts, don't got the courage or the balls to stand on what they're saying. If I make a comment in these motherfucking posts, I mean, my face is on my Instagram. What I do is on my Instagram, and my Instagram is public. I know I'm gonna get, if I get smoke, I'm gonna probably get smoke for what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Just is what it is. You know what I mean? They going early with the fireworks and shit out here. Anyways, No Invite Podcast. I'm over here listening to it now. It's your boys getting flashbacks and shit. Like, if you're watching, you know it looked a lot better. You could hear me saying this shit. But anyways, yeah, there's all kinds of haters, man. I don't know what to tell you. There's no cure for that, because they are the unhappy. They are the ones that need work. They got to work on themselves, and they got to do better. You know what I mean? And I even then, like, I am not definitely not a doctor. You know, I know I make myself feel good. I know how to medicate, but I'm definitely not a doctor. So I couldn't tell you why it is that people do the things that they do. I could like observe and come up with an opinion on why I think people do the way they do. But at the end of the day, everybody's different. Everybody's motivated by different shit. You know, a lot of people have lived different crazy wild lives that you don't, you know, it may not make sense to you because you don't know their story, why they act the way they fucking do, you know? But I mean, it's a reality. We're all different. We all come from different places. But one thing we don't need and we don't have to do is hate. You can stop hating whenever it's most convenient for you. I like to let you guys know that that's probably not the route to go. I'm hearing it doesn't pay very well to hate, but it is what it is, man. It's your boy, No Invite Podcast, episode 83, season 3, The Progression. I'm Blaze One Diz, out here moving and grooving, shaking and baking. You already know you can find us on Instagram at no_invite_podcast. You can also go to all podcasting platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all in between. And you could look up No Invite Podcast and you can catch all the episodes there. We try to have an episode for you every week, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, because we understand that sometimes you need a little escape. You dig? That's what my main goal for this podcast is to entertain, give y'all a little escape, a little break. I try to be as positive as I can on this motherfucker, maybe crack a couple jokes, and just most importantly, give y'all some perspective, let y'all know that you're not crazy, that there's other crazy people out here just like you moving around. And the difference is that we're trying to figure it out. Some people just are crazy and embrace crazy and stay crazy, and to keep it 1,000 with you, that's probably me too. But we're trying to work it out, and the intent is there, and that's all that matters. I'm Blaze, you're you. Y'all have a blessed day. Keep it saturated and all that other good shit.